When Ellen DeGeneres and Portia de Rossi first started their relationship, it seemed like a match made in Hollywood heaven. Ellen, known for her sharp wit and charm, was already a celebrated comedian and TV host, while Portia was making waves with her acting career, especially with her role in Arrested Development. When they got together in 2004, their relationship was a breath of fresh air for the public, especially at a time when same-sex relationships were not as widely accepted. Portia and Ellen quickly became a power couple, often sharing their love with the public. In 2008, they even tied the knot in a small, intimate ceremony after same-sex marriage was legalized in California. It felt like the start of something that would last forever, and their fans were loving every moment of it. However, the idea of a perfect couple quickly began to unravel, and Portia's departure from Ellen's public life raised many eyebrows. One of the main reasons many believe Portia left Ellen's spotlight is the drastic shift in Ellen's public persona. As Ellen's daytime talk show, The Ellen DeGeneres Show, reached its peak, Ellen became an even bigger celebrity, known not only for her humor but for her kindness and generosity. She became a symbol of positivity in a world that often felt too dark. But behind the scenes, Ellen's fame was leading to an overwhelming schedule. The demands of hosting a daily talk show, constantly being on the go, and living under the microscope took a toll on her marriage. Ellen's persona of kindness and love often clashed with the pressure of the Hollywood lifestyle. And as Ellen's public image became more scrutinized, especially amid controversies about her treatment of employees and guests on the show, it seemed that Portia started distancing herself from the public eye. Portia de Rossi, known for her more private and reserved nature, had always seemed content living in the shadows of Ellen's fame. While Ellen was out there, hosting her talk show, doing stand-up tours, and constantly in the media, Portia seemed to enjoy a quieter life, focusing on her career and her philanthropic efforts. Portia was also deeply involved in activism and environmental causes, but her work was more behind the scenes, away from the spotlight. Over time, Portia began to realize that living in Ellen's shadow wasn't something she wanted forever. She started to crave more space and privacy, focusing on her own personal and professional growth. Portia moved forward with her own projects, including her successful ventures in the art world, and began to carve out her own identity separate from Ellen's. This move wasn't just about career growth, it was also about maintaining her mental health and sense of individuality. Another factor that contributed to Portia's exit from the spotlight was the intense media attention that came with being Ellen's partner. The public constantly scrutinized their relationship, dissecting every move, and for Portia, this level of exposure became suffocating. There were also the relentless rumors and gossip that filled tabloids. Fans, paparazzi, and critics alike would always be eager to know every intimate detail of their relationship. Portia, known for being more reserved, reportedly grew tired of the constant invasions of her privacy, leading to a decision to step away from the daily grind of public life. In 2020, the world was rocked when multiple allegations of toxicity and mistreatment surfaced about the Ellen DeGeneres show. Former employees spoke out about an unhealthy work environment, leading to an investigation that ultimately changed the trajectory of Ellen's career. While Ellen publicly apologized and acknowledged the situation, Portia, at that point, had been noticeably absent from Ellen's shows and many of the media appearances that once defined their relationship. Though Portia didn't publicly comment on the allegations, sources close to the couple revealed that this was a turning point for her. Portia was reportedly frustrated by the way the scandal unfolded and the toll it took on both her and Ellen. The strain on their relationship from the negative publicity only deepened Portia's desire for privacy, distance, and a break from the spotlight. Over the years, Portia has become increasingly focused on her family and future. She and Ellen have been living a more low-key life, taking time away from public events and media appearances. Portia seems content in the quieter, less public aspects of their marriage, where she can enjoy time with Ellen and focus on her own growth. Ultimately, Portia de Rossi's decision to leave Ellen's spotlight wasn't about a specific event, but rather a culmination of factors, ranging from her desire for privacy, to the pressures of constant media attention, and a desire to step into her own identity. As much as Ellen's public persona may have flourished, Portia craved something different, a life that wasn't always under scrutiny, where she could focus on personal growth, passion projects, and family. In recent years, Portia's departure from Ellen's world has allowed her to forge a path that reflects who she truly is, and not just the partner of a celebrity. While the two are still very much in love, it's clear that Portia's decision to leave the media spotlight was one of self-preservation, growth, and a desire for peace. So, there you have it, the real reason Portia de Rossi decided to leave Ellen DeGeneres' public life. It wasn't just about fame or scandal, it was about reclaiming her own identity and finding balance in a life that was previously defined by someone else's spotlight. What do you think?